Hi, and thanks for joining us. We're coming into Buffalo, New York this week. This is the view that you see as you're coming in, and we stay at the Erie Basin Marina. It sits right immediately at the south of the Blackrock Canal in the north end of Buffalo's inner harbor. The naval park is there. You'll get to see a lot of ships and some planes, helicopters, all kinds of nice stuff. It's a great marina, long protected break walls, constructed, maintained by the Army Corps of Engineers. This is what it looks like inside. It's really gorgeous, very protected. And they say that if you can get an overhead view of it, it resembles an American buffalo to pay homage to the city of Buffalo. We go up in the observation tower. We'll show you what that looks like right here so you can get a look at Buffalo's harbor. Hey, we're at the top of the observation tower at the Erie Basin Marina. So I'll spin this around in just a second so you can see, but we came in from that way. Our boat's over that way, and we're going that way. So here's what it looks like. So when we leave here and head toward the canal, we have to go out this channel. To the right, you can see the bridge way in the distance. There's a super tall bridge that we don't have to worry about, but then there's a bridge that we have to call to get opened. Also, it'll be our first lock. So that's Lake Erie. And here's our marina. It's really a beautiful area here. This is Buffalo. Just really a cool area here. And that's where we're headed. They had a foot race here today. Say foot race like they would have had, camels or whatever. That's probably redundant, but that's where we're headed. This is the Buffalo and Erie County Naval and Military Park. It sits right on the bank of the Buffalo River. It's right down from the marina that we were staying in. It's walking distance. It is home to several decommissioned U.S. Navy vessels, including the USS Little Rock, the USS Sullivan's, and they have a submarine there called the USS Croker. All three are open to the public. It's easy walking distance, very beautiful. The grounds right there are gorgeous. Along with the ships, there's a bunch of other smaller vehicles and vessels and aircraft that are on display that you can take a look at while you're there. They have a rotocycle. It's a one-man helicopter used back in the 50s. They have an armored personnel carrier for my father and my father-in-law, Chuck, who were both in Vietnam. They have Hueys that were actually flown in the conflict. So the grounds are gorgeous. There are lots of veterans there who were some even stationed on some of these ships to give you some really good information about what you're looking at and kind of explain what its role was. Really a cool place to spend an afternoon for sure. Quick walking tour so you can get an idea of what our marina looked like. We had just come from Dunkirk, New York, which the marina was not great to say the very least. So it was so nice to be able to get to a well-protected, well-staffed, well-maintained marina. You can see there's just boats everywhere. Buffalo's a gorgeous skyline behind you there. Buffalo sits, for those of you that don't know, at the very, in our case, start of the Erie Canal. as you're headed eastward. It's right at the head of the Niagara River. It borders up with Canada, the second most populated city in New York, almost 300,000. Buffalo and the greater Niagara area boast almost 2 million people. We found the architecture gorgeous. Lots of things to see and do. It's a beautiful town. Again, the Buffalo Bills are there. These people are fanatic about the Buffalo Bills. Everywhere you go, people talk about the Bills and the Sabres, but we just really enjoyed the city. We loved walking around, checking out the architecture, easy public transportation everywhere. We just found it to be a very walkable city and just full of a lot of good history and great architecture. Right at the end of our marina, there's this gorgeous um, flower exhibit. This gentleman that you see here was so kind. We stopped and talked to him for probably 10 or 15 minutes. He picked some fresh tomatoes for us, so we got a little bit of his story while we were standing there talking. He told us that he had been volunteering at this garden for the last 50 years. 50 years. Nothing but free time on his hands, and he said this is the way he liked to spend it. So this is our last day. We're leaving the Erie Basin Marina. We're headed into the Blackrock Channel. It extends from Buffalo to the Blackrock Lock. It's the channel waterway. It's about 3.5 miles long. It was constructed to give some protection and a bypass around the Niagara River. What you're seeing here, we didn't know what it was at the time. This is Flotsam River Circus. This is a troupe of musicians, circus performers, puppeteers. They travel on this ramshackled raft, giving free performances all up and down the waterway. This is the Erie Canal's 200th anniversary, and they will travel all the way from west to east on the Erie Canal, just like what we're doing. They'll go down the Hudson River, perform in New York City. They are as unique and colorful as what you would imagine. This is a big swing bridge. It's going to be lifted up for us. You can see us getting ready to go through here. Um, we were really excited to get into the Blackrock Lock. It is the first lock that we're going to do. It allows vessels to bypass the rapids on the Niagara River. The lock chamber itself, you'll see us coming up to it here. There's a railroad bridge right there on the right. The chamber itself, just to give you some scale here, it's 650 feet long. It is 70 feet wide. It will lower you, if you're going the way we were, west to east, it lowers you 26 feet. The original lock was built in 1833, following the completion of the Erie Canal. Obviously, it's been updated, grown, much bigger since then, but this is our first lock. You can see I took a million pictures. I was super excited. This is the culmination. This first lock felt like the culmination of years and years of planning and research and saving and work just to get to this point. So it was pretty emotional for us. Um, and it felt like we had finally kind of stepped into the Erie Canal proper. You have to go through this lock to get into Tonawanda River, which is where you will start counting down the lock numbers. 35 is the first lock going west to east that you bump into. But we were pretty excited to be in the lock. And this is our first lock. And you can see you just hold on to these lines that are coming down, and you try to keep yourself off the wall as it drops you again 26 feet. The gates open up on the other end, and it dumps you back out into the Blackrock Channel to be on your way toward Tonawanda. Join us next time on Into the Mystic Sailing as we go from this to this. Thanks for watching.